Hey everybody, welcome back to art class. We are talking about early Christian art in the medieval times. So yesterday we talked about Celtic style, and your daily question was, what is Celtic style? And Celtic style is basically, it has a lot of overlapping lines and swirls, just like this manuscript drawing right here. Okay, we talked particularly about this manuscript drawing, and it has the Celtic style. Okay, so let's go on to the next slide. We are going to be looking at some art here. Okay, we have this medieval early Christian style art. It has, if you notice, it has lines, of course, and it also, sorry, my computer's glitching. Sorry about that. It has lines, and it also has pictures of what looks like creatures or some type of winged person, maybe an angel, possibly. Remember, the early Christians specifically focused their art on Bible parables and the Holy Bible itself. So it had a lot of pictures from people that they read about in there because it was supposed to support their churches. So this manuscript right here, you have that, and sorry, I gotta click on it again. And here's another one right here. So we have, if you notice, the color is still very brownish. The tones are still earth tones, but you do get some color, like in this particular drawing right here, or this particular art design. It has the lines again. It has the swirls too, kind of like Celtic style. And it has some green, yellow, and on the individual that's drawn on here, it's sitting like on a chair or throne. It has a staff, and the colors that they're wearing are kind of a reddish, they're kind of still an earth tone type of red color. Okay, so even though this was for the churches, a lot of their colors, if you notice, they're very earth tone. There's a lot of browns, there's a lot of there's not too much color, if you can see right here. All right, so here again we have some Celtic style. It has overlapping lines, it has swirls. It does have the similar color to the last portrait that we saw. There's reds, there's browns, there's yellows. So again, we could classify this particular drawing as the Celtic style. Why? Because it has overlapping lines, just like a Celtic style has overlapping lines. Okay, here, could you classify this one as Celtic style? Maybe, possibly. It does have swirls, it does have some overlapping lines in this particular area. I'm going to go ahead and circle it so you can see it. This area right here has some overlapping lines for sure. So you could classify it as Celtic style. Now here is a portrait. It says it's called Matthew the Evangelist, and it's the page with Matthew the Evangelist, and it's from the manuscript. Ink and colors were on vellum, but the manuscript is dated. So this picture is dated as 850 BC, and I'm seeing that right here. Okay, so this one is dated again 850 CE. I said BC, I think, before. Let me correct myself. And what do you notice in this portrait? Okay, so you see that you have lines here on what it looks like is a hillside. You have some trees in the background. You have Matthew the Evangelist sitting down, and he's writing on a man. He's writing a manuscript himself, and he is clothed in white. They painted his garments or his robe in white, which is interesting because whenever you see any portraits of the disciples in the Bible, who those the people who were with Jesus, so they are usually clothed brown. They usually have like a brown garment or something like that, to signify that they were not they were not rich. But right here, they paint Matthew in white. So remember, it's a time back then, that time frame is during the medieval era, during the Dark Ages. So whoever drew the manuscript probably wanted to show white, that he's wearing white because they wanted to show that he was good, that he was a good guy, and they wanted everybody or whoever got their hands on the manuscript to see that that's what he represented. All right. Well, I hope you guys have a great